Hey everyone, welcome back to Pwn TV. I'm going to take some time in this video to actually film a replay of a League of Legends match that I just did, where I finally got to play a champion that I really like after the rework, and that is Evelynn. So it was very interesting in Champ Select in this game because I was ADC and I was going to play Twitch. That was my plan, I was going to play Twitch. And then they picked Master Yi, and I was like, well, if they're gonna pick Master Yi, and I'm damn near last pick Twitch, no one's playing Jax, and Jax is the hard counter to Master Yi. And I was like, well, fuck, I need to play Jax ADC then. I have to play Jax ADC. I have no other option. They have a Master Yi on their team. You have to have a Jax on your team, or you're gonna lose probably. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try to go pick Jax. I tried to pick Jax. Jax was banned. My team banned Jax. Their team picked Master Yi while Jax was banned. There's no counter to Master Yi, basically. So it's like, well, Master Yi is going to get ahead by basically farming the shit out of my Twitch if I pick Twitch. So I can't pick Twitch. I just can't pick Twitch. No matter how good I am, I'm probably just going to feed the Master Yi and lose the game, or feed the Zed or the Garen or whoever, and then lose the game. So I need some crowd control. So the first thing that came to mind was Evelynn, obviously. I changed my name to this for a reason. I really like this champion after the rework. And I've had some pretty good games with her, even some perfect ones. Well, this one qualified me for series first off, which is big whoop. I always get series. Like, I don't know how many times I've been promoted and demoted. But basically, the idea here is I play ADC Evelynn, and I just build tank. I look at their team comp, and for whatever reason, they don't have an ADC either. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're just picking based on what we picked. And since I didn't pick a squishy, they simply didn't pick a squishy as well. And I was like, well, that's really interesting. So, like, I'm forcing the bot lane to pick a champion they're not comfortable picking in the bot lane because of the matchup. Well, now the game's in my favor suddenly, so that's great. So I was like, okay, game loads up, and I'm expecting Teemo ADC. I really am. I'm thinking Teemo ADC. He's got to be Teemo ADC. He was like Teemo first pick, basically, and then usually when people in this elo, when people first pick, it's usually they're trolling, and they're not going to the lane that they typically would go with that champion. That's basically what they do. It's so obvious now that it happens to me almost every single time. Somebody picks one of those champions that needs a hard counter, and then suddenly it's not even the right lane that you expected it to be. So they blow you out. Well, in this case, they didn't blow anyone out. They did go Teemo top lane. Um, and then Garen went bot for whatever reason. I guess the idea was if Garen was struggling, he could swap with Teemo, but that never happened. They never did swap. And you can see in this game that Garen really didn't struggle. Like, the gameplay that my team had for the first 10 minutes was basically like very passive. And so Garen wasn't really that scared. But the game was over when Evelynn in a lane hit level 6 and had ZZ Rot Portal built. That was when the game was over. And we'll watch the video so you can see how obvious it was that we were going to win the game once that actually occurred. But before I play the video, I'm going to go to advanced details, and we're going to look at some of the stats really quick. So really quick, the runes that I typically pick on Evelynn, they do change a lot. I've made videos with different runes. So this is what I picked for this particular match. I did update my Evelynn rune page to this as I was playing this match, like in Champ Select, and I think I'm going to leave it this way. It's very powerful. I noticed that in my last videos, I noticed right away that my Evelynn runes that I showed were also like a sorcery path, and I had Celerity selected. Well, Celerity got nerfed. It was 3% movement speed bonus, now it's 1.5, and no, I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to play with a nerfed rune, so I just decided instead of playing Celerity, which was really fucking good on Evelynn, I'm just going to play this. I'm Triumph Coup de Grace, tried and true, really strong. This is what I'm going to do. So this is what I did. And I think that for runes in general, this is a good amount of damage just coming from my runes. Not even from my playstyle, not even from my build, but just from my runes. This is like 5k damage in runes alone. I think that that's really strong. So I do like this build. I would recommend this build for sure. And so you can see I wasn't the damage leader. Anivia was ahead in the mid lane. She had to lane against a champion that really can't handle a stun, which was Zed. and also a jungle gank, which also cannot handle a stun, which was Master Yi. So Anivia basically had a free lane, and no one was going to contest her. She could just throw a wall down or stun or whatever she needed to do, and if they tried to cross her, she would just put her ultimate down and sit there and waste her mana, and they would leave her alone. So she never really died, and she finally did die in this game. It took a long time, but she finally did die, and she was very grouchy about that. But that explains why she had so much damage here. Very, very good Anivia. I'm curious what her runes might have been, but yeah, I think she played the champion really well. For the rest of us on my team, I think we really just grouped very well. I think that was what allowed us to actually win this game, was our ability to really just kind of cycle the whole map, basically, and know where all the objectives are when they actually happen and be in position. Like, we were in position a lot, and it was really hard to break our setup for them. You'll notice in the video that it was basically impossible for them to win with the strategy they were employing for the rest of the game once I had the portal built, basically. And so for damage, I did go tank, so I did not really do a lot of damage to champions. I came in second for damage to champions, but I could have done way more than this had I actually just built glass cannon. But the problem with building glass cannon is if they jump you while you're out of place, you're fucked. If you build tank, though, they cannot jump you as assassins, and this was basically an assassin matchup. You can see they have a Zed, they have a Master Yi, we have an Evelynn and a Rek'Sai, and a Pyke, actually, so we have more assassins than they do. And so that's kind of why we won this game, and I feel like it really helped that we did kind of build tanky, at least I did. I think that really did come in clutch. You can see some of the damage that I healed was a bit ridiculous, not extremely ridiculous, but I mean, it's up there. And I healed some allies with my summoner spell, that's good. And I mitigated some damage here. So all in all, I feel like I was really, really strong. Vision score was up there with Pikes, basically tying for first, and didn't destroy too many wards this time because the game didn't last long enough for me to really be tempted to actually buy a red ward, so I just stuck with the yellow ward. I did get my control ward, but it didn't really, I don't think it really helped me this game. Last game, the control wards helped me a lot more because they were warding a lot, so I was actually placing control wards on top of their yellows and waiting for them to come to destroy the control ward, and that's how I would get my kills in the last game. But in this game, I had no such luck. A lot of people in this elo, they'll actually just destroy the disabled yellow ward. That's a mistake. I can't stress that enough. Like, if you're on your side of the map and you have already swept the entire jungle on your side of the map with like your red lens, for example, which is what I did, or other pink wards, which is also what I did, and there's no enemy vision in that jungle, well then suddenly there's one ward left that's disabled due to a control ward placed on top of it. If that one ward is the only ward the enemy team has in the jungle, well, it's like they have no vision, right? Because that ward is also disabled from the control, so they have no vision. So if they go after it, it's literally a free gank for you. So why would you destroy the bait that you're using? That doesn't make any sense. So that happens so much to me. Like, I'll place a control ward in a really good spot, I'll bait the disabled yellow ward for a long time, like 30 seconds to a minute, and then my ally will come over and start killing it, and I'm like, okay, great. Great, there goes my strategy. Alright, so let's actually go to, I guess, the beginning of when the action took place, and we'll actually go to directed cam, I suppose. It looks like Anivia got a gank and got first blood, so pretty much winning the mid lane now. Master Yi just gave up his buffs. Sejuani is getting her ass, but I feel like she's in a good spot. Oh, she's too deep. Oh, she's way too deep. That's dumb. That's really dumb. There's too many creeps there. She can't do this. She's gonna die. Wow. Okay. Alright. Sejuani's just really stupid. Obviously, you can't do that to Teemo when he's got 7 fucking creeps there, dude. My god. But we have a free lane bot, honestly. Pyke and Evelynn, with no marksman on the enemy team to poke us back, we can just do this. I could just stand right here. Even with no mana, I could just stand right here and basically get whatever farm I want. And you can see that I'm definitely ahead on farm. 22 to 14. Swain is actually the ADC, and Garen is supporting right now. He's got the Relic Shield. He's basically down there, just trying to make sure Swain can get his farm, and Swain's behind by 10 farm. I can just basically do whatever I want. And on top of it, I also started a support item. I didn't actually start damage. My plan in this game was to just not do any damage. Basically just control the map to the point where we got a turret lead, and then place my Zizirot portal down on a side lane, and then roam while invisible. So anytime I would fight anyone, I didn't have to recall to get more HP, because I would just simply go invisible again and get my HP back as Evelynn. That's her passive. So I could just wreck everybody that I want over and over and over again while I'm getting CS from my portal. I don't normally do that on Evelynn, but that is a strategy I've done on other champions before, like Singed, Garen, things like this, Darius even. But on Evelynn it works pretty good. I like it. It's working quite nicely right now. We are in the lead. I don't have the portal done yet, but this game was a perfect example of how strong it can be. Alright, so Yi came in clutch on the top lane. Sejuani is kind of useless, honestly. I feel like she's just not really the best Sejuani. She's in a really low elo, so I mean, obviously she's not the best Sejuani. But I wouldn't have ganked that lane. I don't know why our jungler ganked that lane. Our jungler was pretty good actually in the late game, but getting there was tricky. Look at this, Master Yi just can't really do anything. Great, you're gonna spark her egg and then die to a turret. Well done. Well done. Please, man, why would you do that to an Anivia? Should have asked if the egg was down first. Second, you should have just popped the egg and got away. You didn't. You chose to all in. Like, that's the problem. Master Yi just always chooses to all in. Same with Warwick. These champions just don't know how to poke. They really don't. They're very good at poking, but they don't know how to poke. It's tilting watching these guys make these stupid plays. Oh, by the way, I did tell my Pyke that I was going to get this healing, whatever it was, honey fruit. Yeah, I targeted the honey fruit while I was walking over there because I wanted him to be certain that he knew what I was doing. Because he followed me as the support. He's not really sure what my game plan is. I've never played with this guy before, so it really helped to be able to tell him what I was actually doing before he even thought like something different. Because I'm not even level 6, there's no way I'm gonna gank Zed. Alright, so Garen really wants to commit to his Q when he could have just got farmed, but instead he's doing this. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, he bullied us because I feel like he's getting level 6 soon, and he's trying to bruise us down so he can just press R. And he does get a really good kill like that. I can't even hate on him for it. When he did it, I was like, wow, that was really good. But that was like the only time I died that game. But it was a good one, so I'm really proud of him. But I feel like that's his plan right now. Like, they're trying to poke me down so they can actually ult me. He's gonna flash ult me. That's his plan. Definitely a flash ult. I already know this. But once I hit 6, I'm like, yep, I'm done. I've literally won the lane. Like, all I need to do is hit 6 and then go spend my gold, get my portal, and like, now I do what I want for the rest of the game. And now that I have a support with me that's gonna do what I want with me, we're just gonna do whatever we need to do and just wreck everybody. So I saw Master Yi in mid lane just now when we were playing this game, so I knew he was going to his top side jungle, which means Zed is free if he pushes out. Definitely means he's free, because Master Yi is going to be doing a jungle camp. So I'm waiting for Zed to just get too deep. Here it is. He flashed, so he gets away, but he lost his flash. So right here, it's like you have to change it up, honestly. Right here, you can't stay mid after you got the Zed flash, because then the Garen is going to pressure the bot lane and you're going to lose a turret. So you cannot do that. This top side 2v1 is fair. Teemo knows what's up. He's stalling. He's asking for help, but he's not going to get it. Garen does have teleport. Garen could teleport, but he doesn't teleport. He wants the bot turret
because it's free right now. And I think that both of those plays are good. Whether you teleport on the Teemo or you go to the bot. Look at that. Look, Teemo still got a kill. I think I would have teleported onto the Teemo. I think that would have been the better play. Oh, damn. He even got a flash out of the Rek'Sai. Well done, Teemo. Well done. So this is a good play for the Garen, but I think as the Garen he should have TP'd up. He didn't need to get the turret hooks. He could have killed the top lane and then taken the top lane with the Teemo. And he didn't do that. So it looks like Zed is asking for help from Master Yi. Master Yi might be slightly tilted because he doesn't have a good target for his Alpha Strike. That's his big problem right now, is his engage is Alpha Strike. Like, he has to have a target for Alpha Strike or he can't really get any kills. No pentakills for him if he doesn't have an Alpha Strike target. So the ideal Alpha Strike target would be someone that has no crowd control. And he has to match up against a Pyke, an Evelynn, an Anivia, a Rek'Sai, and a Sejuani, which all have crowd control. He has literally no Alpha Strike target, so he cannot carry. He just can't carry. And that's unfortunate, but that's why they lose this game. 100%, that's why they lose this game, because there's no Alpha Strike target for the Master Yi. So it's free. I can do this to the bot lane. I don't have to freeze the bot lane. I can bully the shit out of them in 1v2. I'm ahead on farm. I'm ahead on gold. I have a Pyke around the corner, and I can just heal up after level 6 anyway. So whatever they put me with, it's like I'm Garen on my team. I'm the Garen for my team. Because Garen's going to regen to full. Yeah, so am I. Okay, you're going to waste your gold buying a pink ward that you cannot defend. So I'm just going to come over here and kill it. If you push up on me, I'm just going to press my W and try to charm you, and you're going to walk away like a bitch. Look at that. Free pink ward. Very nice. Now this is a turning point. This is where I think the enemy team realized that they had to actually do something, so they decided to gank the bot lane, which is a good call for a Master Yi. You typically want to gank the bot lane, but now Master Yi has no Alpha Strike target again. Look at this. He could press Q, but he doesn't have an Alpha Strike target. If he Alpha Strikes me, I just charm him, or Pyke stuns him, and we get away and or kill some people. If Garen dives, then Garen basically dies for the Master Yi. Like this right here. Look at this. Yeah? Yeah? That's too bad. That's too bad. You can try. Okay, nice damage. That's all you have, though. Garen, what are you doing? Bro. I'm gonna fucking 1v1. Look at this. I should be dead. I should be dead to rights, but look at that Pyke right there, dude. And he got the Garen ult. And I'm fucking baiting Swain. Wow. Do you see this? My team is so fucking smart. Why isn't this every one of my matches? Oh my god. That was like the best Pyke play I've ever seen in my life, you guys, because I was dead to rights. Pyke's like, nah, bro. I got you. Pyke played his champion. You guys, when it mattered, he fucking played his champion. That's important. A lot of us did that this game too. There was one scene, which we'll see, I'm sure, in the directed cam, where Teemo basically tries to chase someone and disrespects one of our champions really hard and just dies to him. I think it was me, actually. I think he disrespected me. I remember seeing it, so it probably wasn't me fighting him. Either that or I was on free cam and watching somebody else do it, but I think I was the one that he disrespected. We'll find out. It's gonna be Teemo mid lane chasing, I think, Anivia. I want to say he chased Anivia. Which, Anivia is the carry right now, obviously. 3-0, I mean, she's a priority target. Rek'Sai is as well, but you can't really stop the Rek'Sai. If Rek'Sai's 5-1, you might want to consider hitting the surrender button, because you're not going to be able to stop the Rek'Sai. Like, it's not even 15 minutes and you have a 5-1 Rek'Sai, it's GG. It's just GG, you guys. There's no stopping her. She could just go up here like this and do this to the Teemo. Oh, damn. Yep. Press the button. Now Teemo's basically dead. I don't even think I would have flashed there, honestly. Yeah, you just can't get away from the Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai rework is nuts, you guys. Very, very tanky, and like a kill shot that basically is a Lux cannon. It's just nuts. Oh wow, that stun was really good. Oh no, he walked into me. Oh no. Damn it. Oh, the charm didn't land. That sucks. Oh, the jukes. This Zed is just hardcore juking us right now. It's great. Do your best, Zed. Oh, you're just gonna give Evelynn the gold, okay. Alright, fair enough. Master Yi's fucked. Look at this. I'll just wait. Oh, he flashed away, okay. So he's not gonna get charmed. That's why he has no engage on me either, because he's not fed, so he can't just one-shot kill me instantly because he doesn't have the gold to do so. I did build tank, so even if he did have some gold, it would still take some work, so that gives me plenty of time to actually land my Q, or my W, like this. This is exactly why he loses the game. Let's rewind. This is basically the only play Master Yi has as an engage tool, which is what his purpose is in this game, but this is ideally what he would want to do. If I had played Twitch here and I was just Twitch in the mid lane right now farming these creeps, this is what would happen. I would like have to blow my summoners and then bank on Anivia getting a stun, and then Master Yi might die. But he could just Alpha Strike again and kill the Twitch. But if I do this to him while he's diving my creep wave, it's over. If this happens to you and you're playing Master Yi and you're not fed, don't do this. Don't do this. This is a terrible play. If I already used my charm on you, you're on a clock, dude. You're on a clock to get the fuck away from me or you're gonna die. And look at this Alpha Strike. That's so stupid. You Alpha Striked on top of the person you're supposed to be running from right now. You're not fed. What are you doing? You're gonna get charmed. What is this? Yeah, no. Great, okay. Alright. I'm just gonna walk away from your Master Yi now. Are you serious? Why would he do that? That was so stupid. Okay, right here, I'm disrespecting them hardcore. They're diving the creep wave. Honestly, Anivia should have stayed near me. Anivia should have been in that bush still, because we still had a creep wave to defend, and we still had advantage in the mid lane. But by Anivia leaving to go top, to spread the resources over to the top side of the map, Anivia left me for dead, you guys. And I'm like, I have no deaths. I'm 1-0, and Anivia left me for dead just now. So even though she's fed, and she's ahead, and she's 4-0 Anivia, this was a mistake. Leaving me to the mid lane after we killed the Master Yi? We just killed the Master Yi in a 2v2. How did you not see that fucking Swain? You had to have seen the Swain when we were fighting the Master Yi. I helped you kill the Master Yi. We got the Master Yi together, and then you just disappear? Really? Like, look at the other side of the map. We don't have any other champions to use right now. We have people fighting Dragon. How are you going to split the objectives 3 different directions? You can't defend mid and top and do Dragon in the late game, or the mid to late game, which is where we're at right now. You just can't. You have to pick 1 to 2 objectives. You cannot pick a 3rd objective. If we have 2 of our 5 champions at the Dragon Pit, that means everyone else literally needs to be watching the enemy team. Watching them, okay? Literally, that means don't fight them, but stay close enough to see what they're doing so you can stall so the 2 champions you don't have available can finish killing the fucking Infernal Drake. That's what should have happened. That means Anivia does need to camp her ass in the mid lane and watch these 2 champions until the dragon is done, and then I wouldn't have died here. And maybe Teemo got top? Who knows? If that happened, Teemo might have gotten top. But that wouldn't have been the end of the world. Giving them 1 turret is not going to be the end of the world. It would have been 2nd turret because we already took mid. So it would have barely tied them on turrets. That still doesn't catch them up on gold given the KDA right now. So this is a mistake. This is a mistake. So let's continue watching the mistake. I'm disrespecting them hardcore. And then I run into like some CC from Swain. And then the fucking Garen just comes through and justice right on my head. And I just die. Just instantly die to the Garen. That was a legit kill for them. It was. But it wouldn't have happened if the Anivia didn't roam top like that. It just wouldn't have happened. So, yeah, thanks, Anivia, I guess. That was just not really the smartest play. Good for them. Really good for them, but not good for us at all. Nice wall. Yeah, that's not even fair. That's not even fair at all. Oh man, poor Zed. Why didn't he just use his ability to get over the wall? Like, that's what he has. He could just go over walls. He should have just done that. Teemo doesn't even have top turret. What are we even worried about top for? See, Anivia shouldn't have let me die, honestly. I'm salty about it. So here we are on the bot lane. It looks like I have Deadman's Plate, but it's really just the ZZ portal. That's why I have the movement speed flares. I almost have the ZZ portal done. I have two of the two basic parts of it, and I just need to upgrade it to its final form and I'll have it. So at this point, not only have I reached my first goal of hitting level 6 in lane and not dying, but I've also stayed ahead on gold and CS the entire time, which was my secondary goal, and my third goal was to actually finish my first item, which was going to be an item that allowed me to snowball, which was what I was doing all game, and that was the ZZ portal. Yep, not gonna get me, guys. I'm too smart. I know you have your ultimate. I'm not gonna sit there next to you. Not happening. You can send Master Yi down. We've tried this before, you guys. We fucking did, and it didn't work. It didn't work then. It's not gonna work now. Okay? Like, just have the Master Yi go farm. You don't have a play. You really don't have a play. So right here, it's basically like they put all their resources to the bot. You leave. I am an invisible champion. I'm just gonna walk up on the Zed. Alright, now you're charmed. So if you engage me, well, I flashed out of the way of your fucking shadow. I'm not gonna die to your passive, so you wasted your ult. That's how you fight Zed, right there, you guys. If he wants to do that shit to you, you prep your charm, and then you make sure you flash away from his first shadow so he can't burst you down, and then, well, it's too bad. If he ults you, he's already out of position on one of his abilities. It's not even in the right spot. This is the engage that I was talking about right there. I'll rewind it really quick so you can see how much disrespect this Teemo has for fucking everybody. Like, Master Yi, respect. He ultimated as soon as I charmed him to get away. Teemo, what is this? You're walking through all of Anivia's damage knowing she has an egg? And you walk into me, and you saw me there. You fucking saw me there. You saw me fighting the Master Yi and everyone else. Like, it's not a surprise that Evelynn is right there next to the Anivia. What are you doing? Like, right here, I'll tell you when he sees me, and he still fucking charges past. Look at this. He's like, I'm not scared of you. Right here, he's like, I'm not scared of you. The whole entire time, I'm not scared of you. I'm gonna fight this Anivia. No, you're not, dude. Are you serious? You're just gonna get deleted. You're just gonna get deleted. All you needed to do was go farm another lane. Why would you fucking throw? These people are throwing, man. They're just fucking throwing, okay? Okay, Rek'Sai, what are you doing? Stop goofing around, Rek'Sai. Why would you ultimate mastery? He's not even worth any gold. I mean, honestly, none of them are really worth anything, but Mastery in particular is not worth anything. I would have gone for fucking Teemo again or something. Well done, Master Yi. Well done. Doesn't want to face check the bush with low health. Decides to about face and actually heal in lane. Great, great, good stuff. That's how scared he is right now, you guys. Because I could be anywhere. So Anivia's got a free turret, which means mid is open, which means that's why Garen's there, because he's a smart player. Well, they put 3 people mid to take the turret, and that helped them. They committed to it and tied the game on turrets, and that's good for them. That was a good play. Now, honestly, if they had kept doing that all game, just grouping like that, it would have been no problem. But this shit happens. Like, yeah, no. No. I could close the gap there, but I don't. My team decided to not engage, so I decided not to ultimate backwards. Because with Evelynn, you can actually ultimate in reverse if you want. You just ultimate towards your base instead of towards their base, and you go towards them as a result when you're done ultimating, so you can close the gap with a Q after that much easier, like you had another flash, basically is what it is. Alright, I'll take some turret shots. I'm a tank. I'm just gonna still have the turret. Now you're fucked. Now you're definitely fucked. Yeah, flash away. That was a good flash. I have creeps on me. I'm gonna probably leave. Just kidding. You're gonna get charmed. Yep. G fucking G. The balls on this Anivia. I'm telling you, man. I'm not scared. Oh no, don't walk that way. What are you doing? No! Oh no! Sejuani's just getting fucking farmed. Yep. So they see Pyke, but not me because I'm an invisible champion. And they don't contest because they know that would be a mistake. Oh no, Zed. Oh no, Zed! No, you just got played! Oh, that was a good fucking juke on that ult, but it didn't work. It did not save him. Let's rewind. I want to watch Zed juke the Pyke ult one more time. Oh no, Zed, don't get charmed. Zed, no! Zed, no! Juke him! Oh yes! Oh no! Oh man. Oh, that poor guy. That poor guy. Oh man. He almost got away too. And I think he hesitated. So basically right here, this is something I don't see enough people do. So I'll rewind one more time so you can kind of really pay attention. This is common, okay? People grouping in a lane that's unoccupied by an enemy team, that's common. You do that to push a lane and make another team play, like start your next team play. This next part here is something I don't see enough of, and this is the shit you see in LCS that wins games hands down every fucking time, okay? Well, in this case, it wouldn't have mattered necessarily because even if their jungler was fed, their jungler still didn't have the engage. Master Yi, like we said earlier, only can Alpha Strike as an engage, so he doesn't have a play against our team. So he's not an engage. So him getting fed is irrelevant. Unless he split pushes all game and ultimates to escape us, that's the only way, okay? So his jungle farm's not that relevant, but in most games, farming the jungle is super relevant. And so what is our Rek'Sai doing? Counter jungling, very important. But what's more important than that is look at the rest of the team. Where's the ADC? The ADC is not in lane right now. The ADC is making sure the jungler stays fed. Making sure the jungler does their job, which is to counter jungle the map. Making sure that we have all of our resources in position at all times. Very fucking important. Now you might be saying, okay, why the hell didn't the ADC and the support decide to just leave the jungler there and then go defend this top turret? Look at the map. Look at the game right now. You're ahead by almost 10,000 gold. You're ahead by 10 kills. Solid 10 kills. You've got objectives on them, and you're counter jungling them? Why do you care about a tier 1 topside? Why do you care? If they want to put all of their resources there again to take another turret, they're going to get it. But they pay for that. They pay for putting all of their resources on one side of the map because they sacrifice the rest of the fucking board to the enemy team. You have to see this as a player. Now, whether or not our team saw it as the viable counterplay to them all grouping top is another story. Because honestly, I didn't care what they were doing. I cared what my jungler was doing. That's me. I don't know about the rest of my team, but it is relevant what they think. And a lot of people will think that it's terrible to go into the enemy jungle when a turret's under attack. No, it's not. It's absolutely okay to do exactly what you're seeing right here, where we're throwing a turret to take the counter jungle potential that we have to keep ahead. Like, that's important. We're so far ahead right now. And look, we have a level 12 jungler. We make sure that this jungler doesn't die, and we win the game. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do all game. And so that's what we do here. So I make sure that she gets her fucking farm. She's not about to get sniped in the enemy jungle. Not gonna happen. Okay, so they TP top and stall this 3v1. So now the enemy team throws their resources elsewhere. They should anyway. Yeah, Teemo's recalling. But it's too late now. They're caught. They're fucking caught. Because our jungler's ready. Why is our jungler ready? Because our jungler had protection while they were farming. Because we're not scrubs. Okay? This is just nasty CC, you guys. We can't really do a whole lot here, but we can kill this Master Yi. Oh no, Master Yi, you're gonna die again. We're all getting away. Oh no! We're all getting away. You're so tilted right now. Oh my god, that poor Master Yi. One more time. Let's watch one more time. This is what I'm talking about. No Alpha Strike target. There's the Alpha Strike. It didn't do anything. Look at this! You don't have anything, you get baited under a turret. These guys are just getting fucking kited everywhere we go. We have all the CC we need. We're getting all the summoners away from everyone else. It's just nuts. The 3-2 split for them is not going to win them the game. It may take a turret, but it will also just throw them. Like, they'll throw the game. Like this? This is a throw. You can't recall there. Nope. It's a throw, dude. You don't have this either. You're about to get fucking... Okay, well, I fucked up. I'm a scrub. I should have had him charmed, but I was really scared that Rek'Sai was going to die, so I decided that I would try to turn his attention to me as soon as possible. So let's rewind one more time, so you guys know that this isn't actually me making a mistake. I hesitated here briefly, but I still think that I made the right call. It didn't actually do anything, but the play that I chose, which cost me my charm effect. My whole charm effect got thrown away because of the choice that I made here, but it was a conscious decision, and let me talk about it briefly. So I'll play it really slowly. When this is happening, you know that the Garen probably has lethal damage. Not 100% sure if he has ultimate, but he still has Q if he doesn't have ultimate. But you can assume he has ultimate if he's diving past the entire enemy champion and creep wave to go after this Rek'Sai. He sees Rek'Sai is the villain. This is totally worth for the Garen. He's making a desperate attempt to take out this Rek'Sai. But the problem, though, is if he doesn't do it fast enough, this charm is going to fuck him. So he has to stay away from Evelynn while the charm is charging, which is what he does here. He stays away from Evelynn, and then I make a desperate attempt to keep him off of Rek'Sai right here. Before the charm is ready, like a split second before it was ready, I actually pressed my Q. And the idea was, I don't get the charm here, but I get damage on Garen, and I can potentially distract him at this point because he might think that he's getting charmed. Or he might just hesitate because he's now taking damage from Evelynn. This is the time where he would normally want to run. So that was my plan. And it worked, kind of. Right here, you can see that my Q does slow him slightly and allow Rek'Sai the ability to kind of get a little bit more of a gap. Just a little bit more of a gap. And now he's fucked. Now he's definitely fucked. Right here. Now he can't do anything. If he turns on me, I can walk through my creeps and get away. Not a problem. And he's gonna turn. There's my electrocute. And there's the chilling smite from the Rek'Sai. Garen's baited right here, honestly. It's too late. He doesn't have a play. He could flash ult or flash Q, but even the flash Q is not going to be good enough to kill Rek'Sai right now. It just won't. Okay? So he turns and he's like, well, I gotta leave, so I'm going to silence the Evelynn and try to walk by her. The problem, though, is there's creeps in his way. So now he's got to all in. And he's gonna die for it. And just give Evelynn the double kill. Like, it worked. It worked. I didn't get the charm, but the play worked out for me. And Rek'Sai didn't die, which was the entire goal. So, not necessarily a misplay. It would have gone completely different, I think, if I did land the charm, but the Rek'Sai could have possibly died. I didn't know the actual board state, what the Garen's next play was, once he realized he was about to get fucked by Evelynn. So, so I hesitated. I tried to make the safest play, which was just to damage the Garen and peel for the Rek'Sai. That's what I needed to do. So the charm would have been a perk. The charm would have definitely been GG for Garen, but it would have been it wasn't needed. It wasn't needed as long as the Rek'Sai did not die. Okay, Master Yi's starting to wise up, trying to get some farm, staying behind his creeps and his champions. That's good. What he really needs to do is just farm up and split push. Like, doing that is not going to help him, honestly. He's wasting his time. Don't alpha strike the Anivia, dude. What are you doing? No. Oh my god, that's a good ult. Get the fuck away. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, let's rewind again, because also everyone else was getting fucked while Pyke was making some clutch plays. So really slow, really slow. This is the best fucking Pyke, I swear to god. Oh no. Oh no, don't get ulted. Don't get ulted! Oh no, and you get charmed in the mid lane, Teemo? Wow. Okay, the ignite, yeah, okay. You're gonna take someone with you, I can see. Nope, no you're not. egg. And what happens? Very important. I want to rewind one more time, and I want to watch it from Teemo's perspective, because we already saw Master Yi get aced. Like, he basically just got wrecked, okay? So what I want to do is I want to actually watch it from Teemo's perspective. So I'll actually go to the camera for Teemo here, and we'll watch Teemo play League of Legends. Now here, Teemo walks into a lane where Master Yi is going to try to get away, but he made the boneheaded decision of actually alpha striking onto the Anivia, who was ahead by 3 levels and a lot of farm and has so much gold. You can't alpha strike. You should have learned by now, over the course of this 23-minute long game, that you have no alpha strike target. And you're still doing alpha strike on champions. No, no, because what do you do after that? You get a few autos, and then you press R and run away because you don't have lethal. And you don't have lethal because you can't fucking kill anyone with alpha strike. So give up already. Give up already, dude. Change your plan. But he doesn't. So Master Yi's throwing the game. He's basically throwing the game, not changing his plan, making some really dumb plays. This ultimate to get away was a good one. Still got fucking wrecked by Pyke. Brilliant. He deserved it, though, because that was a boneheaded alpha strike onto the Anivia. But the Teemo coming up, Teemo's pressured into doing this by the Master Yi. If the Master Yi didn't make this play, the Teemo would have not pushed up on the Anivia. The Teemo thought that since the Anivia was busy, that he would get some free pokes in on the Anivia. Problem, though, is it's Anivia. She has an egg passive. It has not popped in a long time. You should assume she has egg. You really need to make sure everyone on your team knows when her egg pops so that she doesn't have it, so you can make a play like this. If she did not have egg, this would have been no problem. Great play. Using the ignite to kill her, fucking phenomenal. But when you don't know and you still do what Teemo's doing right here, that's a mistake, guys. That's a mistake. You're just gonna get charmed and fucking wrecked, and you waste the ignite to try to trade? She has an egg! So right here, it's like G fucking G. So now what are you gonna do as the Teemo? You're gonna ping your team that the egg is there, that they need to kill the egg. Well, guess what? I know how Anivia actually fucking plays. I'm not gonna let you kill the egg. I'm the player that you fucking dreamed for if you picked Anivia, because I know about your egg. I know that I can teleport onto it. I know that you can teleport away while you're in it. If you teleport before you turn into an egg, while you're an egg, you're still teleporting. You can actually teleport away. It's really funny. I know all the tricks, okay? I really do. So, my point is that when this happens, this is perfect because I'm in the best position. I just got a free kill. Literally, your egg baited Teemo into dying and got me a free kill. And I'm going to reward you for it by not letting you die while you're in egg form. Very fucking important to do this. This is a level 15 Anivia, just used her passive, is still the Garen villain. You don't let her out of your sight, dude. You don't let her out of your sight. You can't. You cannot afford for this Anivia to die. If this Anivia dies, that's an 8-0 Anivia that's literally going to give them so much gold. So this Rek'Sai and this Anivia, they are fucking VIP, dude. You stay near them, okay? And that's what helped us win this game. I'm here. I'm here for you, egg. I'm not going to let anybody kill this egg. That's not going to happen. Nope. I'm going to use all my abilities on this creep wave because they don't get to advance on this egg. Nobody advances on this egg. This egg is my egg, and nobody's going to fucking come close to this egg. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're going to fucking walk away now. Thank you very much. That is how you play. Your team needs to fucking know these things. Oh man, no, I can't believe I missed the cue. Alright, so this is one of the tricks that you have as the Evelynn if you really want to be fancy and get some really clutch, probably pointless charms because you're going to be so far away from your team to do anything, especially considering I built tank. I didn't have any damage. I didn't have gunblade at this point, right? No gunblade. So this is not really the best play, but the idea is that I have somebody charmed. They're going to run. I'm going to advance on them to allow my team to actually get into a better position. Because right now, that's an egg. It's not in a good position, right? So the idea is to full aggro, knowing very well that I'm very tanky because of my build choice. I'm very tanky. So I'm going to advance on them. I have a level advantage. They really don't know what they're doing. And I have 2 ally champions behind me that are both higher level than them. So if I advance on them, it's like I can literally scare them off, even though I'm not scary. So here's the play that you would normally do as the Evelynn to scare them. If you want to scare them, this is what you do. And you can kill them this way too if you build glass cannon, but it's very risky. But if you want to scare the shit out of them, this is what you do. So let me slow down the camera. Alright, so watch how one of them gets the charm. I think it's the Zed. He has the most mobility. I think I picked the Zed or the Swain here to like push them back. So I'm getting some farm. There's 2 champions here. We have a ZZ Rock portal behind that wave. I want the mid lane. It's my mid lane. I have so much control in the mid lane right now. So there's the charm right there, and they're retreating, which is the right call. But I can close the gap, and I have creep advantage. So I'm thinking, hey, I could actually do this. Flash in, ultimate backwards. I'm right next to the guy that's got the charm. All I need to do is press Q and he's charmed. Oh, he fucking ran away from it. And he just, it did not work. It did not work. I was so close. My aim was slightly off, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 1 degree off. And that mattered. And I don't know if it would have hit him if it was actually angled perfectly. But even if it did, and it did charm him, there was a Garen there and a Swain. I wasn't getting a kill. I was just going to probably scare the shit out of the Zed. That's all I was really going to accomplish. But that's the play. That's how you actually do it. It's a really, really cool trick for a gap closer. You saw I also flashed as well. That's the cool combo. The idea is if you want to really close the gap, you flash, you ultimate backwards, and then you Q forwards, and the Q is going to grab them while they have the charm effect, and that's going to charm them and pull them towards you. And that's when you can actually destroy them or just watch them turn around and run away scared shitless because they cannot believe that that just happened. But you have to do it really fast. It's a very fast combo. It's very easy to fuck up the Q afterward, which fortunately you get 3 shots at the Q, but the first one is important to actually land, especially if you have a Luden's Echo, which I did not build this game. But it's very important to land the first one. And the first one was the only one that I could have landed fast enough while he was actually going to have the charm effect still. And the second one hit him, I think, but it didn't charm him because the charm had worn off by then. So you can still hit him, but it just, the first one's very important to actually land. Fast forward this a little bit. So Teemo's chasing, not sure why. Definitely tilted. Definitely should run here. Teemo wants this jungle. He's got flash. He used his flash to get away. Okay, so now they're in a tunnel, and that's bad for them considering our team comp. They really don't have a play. Look at this Zed. He just can't do anything. The 2 assassins on their team cannot play. They have no target. Every time they try to pick a target, it's either an egg Nivea that they end up with, or a charm effect that they have to deal with, and they can't handle it. Oh, that was a good ult. That was a good ult. I thought he did it just to get away, but honestly he did it to actually dodge the pike, and I didn't see that originally. I just thought he was ulting to not really get fucked by our team comp, but he actually ulted to stop from getting stunned by the pike. That was really good. He had to do it. He had to do it. Had to hit his R. It did not help him, unfortunately. Let me go to direct cam. And so basically we have game here. You can see that in this lane that I've got pressure. Earlier I had a portal here in the grass and also one in lane, and now I actually have the portal up here. And I always place it in areas of the map that are hard to get to. Now you can probably make the argument that this is not a hard spot to get to, but look at your exits that you have while you're here. If you're like anywhere here, look at the exits that you have. When you're fighting that portal to destroy that portal, how many escapes do you really have? You could flash over this wall, but then you're trapped in this jungle area. You could go this direction, but then you're trapped in this hallway. You could go towards your base, but no, you can't because we're there. You could go maybe this way, but that's way too far out of the way and we could cut you off anyway. If you come around this direction, you're just getting lost in the jungle again. Literally, this placement of this portal is genius. This is a really good spot for a portal because they don't have a way to deal with it other than putting vision in the if they put vision in the lane and they poked it with a ranged champion from like here or like maybe here, then they could deal with it and have a good escape. But if they have to get in the lane to do that, no, that's not going to work. Okay, and the same was the case before while it was over here. That's a really hard spot to get to. There was one time where I actually placed it this match, I think, earlier this match, I placed it right here, and the idea was because I saw the Teemo right around this area, and I was like, if I place it right here while he's not looking, because I'm Evelynn, I'm invisible, he can't see me. If I place it and he sees it being placed, he might be tempted to actually aggro it, thinking that I placed it from the other side of the wall, and he has a wall between him and the champion because he doesn't see anyone. So he might make the mistake of going over there. In which case, I would have charmed him and fucked him up. Okay, so he didn't actually take the bait there, but it was bait. And ZZ Rot Portal with an Evelynn is actually a really good bait. But more importantly, it's lane control while you're actually playing your assassin role. When you're playing your assassin role, you don't have the luxury of split pushing or anything like that, ever. You just don't have the luxury of split pushing. And so the way to split push and still play your assassin role is to actually put something in the lane that can split push for you. And they got rid of Banner of Command this patch. I'm so sad to say, there's no Banner of Command this patch. All you have is the ZZ Rot Portal. So you really need to know the ins and outs of the ZZ Rot Portal to win all these games, basically. It's a very strong item to build against assassins in particular. Garen just doesn't have anything. Just nothing. They use everything to try to get away, but they just can't get away. They can't get away. Nobody can get away. And maybe it's just too fucking fed. We're just way too strong. Our CC is just too incredible. Too incredible. Too much damage. They just don't have a Spirit Visage, and still they don't have any hope of winning. And we have Demolish? Like, icing on the cake, please. So Teemo's definitely too deep. We're gonna make him pay for it. Let me get some pokes on the Nexus. Very important. Zed finally got a kill with his ultimate. Well done. Well done, Zed. First kill of the game. 26 minutes in. That's how few targets they have. Look at this, dude. Look how long we can bully them. Because I picked Evelynn. I could just regenerate. I don't even have Warmog's armor. I could just fucking regenerate like this. Not a problem. And I could bully them like this. Yeah. Use your abilities there. That way you can't die with me. Great. Fantastic. So now you're dealing with supers and you are on cooldowns. That's fantastic. That's exactly where I want you to be. I don't want to leave, honestly. I really didn't want to leave, but my teammates left. So I was like, okay. I finally bowed out. I stayed way too long, but I can afford to do that because of the champion I picked. But my allies, they're used to actually not staying that long once they get the inhib. So they left. We could have bullied the enemy team a lot longer, honestly, and maybe even won the game. The Nexus is showing we could win the game if we bully the mid lane, but they left the mid lane, so we don't have the option to do that anymore. It's a pretty solid option right now, too, honestly. Given our champ select, like, yeah, really strong. Okay, so there's the Alpha Strike again, and followed by a disengage, basically. So he has no play. No play. Just poke and run. That's all he can hope for. But he finally figured it out, that's how he has to win, poke and run. No, what are you doing? You don't have it. Damn it. Master Yi. Just when I thought you had it figured out. Ooh. Egg Nivea. And look, where are we at? We're right next to the egg. Sorry, but we're not letting the egg die. Nobody's killing the egg. Now you're out of place, Swain. What's your plan? They should forfeit, honestly. Ooh, dirty. So dirty. Rek'Sai, what are you doing? Do you have this? Oh my god. He does not give a fuck, does he? Okay, well, Sejuani's gonna die to Teemo. Satan. But we just do this and win the game. Pretty much. Master, you're so fucked. I have Hextech Gunblade now, buddy. So, here's my final build before we actually freeze up. The final build that I had, which you saw in the lobby, was going to be, in this case, it was um, Portal. It was the support item that I chose, which was Frost Queen's Claim originally. They redid it to something else, but the Frost Queen's item. And then after that, I think it's like Eye of the Watcher or something, whatever they named it now, and they totally changed it. I don't even think I like it, honestly, but it's gold generation, which helps me farm, basically, while I'm not actually CSing. So good to have. So I picked that. And then ZZ Rot Portal for lane pressure was like my very next item, because I think early game ZZ Rot can really change games for you, especially in low elo. So that's what I went with. Made me very tanky and lots of lane bullying because of the portal. And then my third item was actually my Sorcerer Shoes, because I really did need to build damage since I was actually picking the ADC role. So I built Sorcerer Shoes instead of anything else, because I really wasn't that scared of them and I needed more damage. And then after that I build my Gunblade. Normally I'd build my Gunblade first, but in this case, you could build Gunblade last. It's not a problem. Fourth item Gunblade was not terrible in this case, and it helped us secure the win, but we didn't even need the Gunblade, honestly. It's a really strong item on Evelynn, regardless, so you do need to get it eventually. And then my next item was actually going to be Redemption, believe it or not, because I found that without blue buff, which I never had time to farm, I really ran out of mana a whole lot, and I didn't pick mobility boots to actually close the gap between my Nexus and my ally champions at any point in the game that I had to recall to get more mana, just to get more mana. I had to recall so many times to get more mana and spend my gold. So I decided, you know what, I'll just build some mana regen, and I was thinking about it. Well, the best item in this match is going to be Redemption, because if Master Yi decides out of desperation to alpha strike a low HP target, you could just Redemption him and totally fuck him up again. They have no engage. They still have no engage if you build Redemption. So that was my idea for the next item. I think it was pretty smart. So basically, utility Evelynn build that more or less was perfect record. Like, the one time I died was to a really clutch Garen ultimate that shouldn't have happened because Anivia made the mistake, like you saw. And so that happened, but it shouldn't have. So I would argue that this was a perfect game for our team. Basically all of our team, except for Sejuani, I think, had a perfect game this game. Very, very small problems. Just to reiterate, the biggest two that I can think of was me dying in the mid, and also, well, I guess three that I can think of problems with this game that made it less than perfect. The me dying in mid was the big one, and then a small one was late game when Agnivia procced. We left the mid lane and went to the jungle to cut anyone off that was coming through the jungle, and we grouped and went around to their tier 2 turret. We left the Agnivia there. That was not the end of the world, because the Agnivia was not going to die to the Swain at that point, and the Swain did actually die because he waited to try to kill the egg, and he still didn't get the egg. But we did abandon her, but I wouldn't really call that a mistake, I guess, because she didn't die. She didn't die, so we had actually planned accordingly for that one. So then the only other one that I really think that I would have to make the argument that was less than perfect was back when I actually did the full Evelynn combo, flash ultimate Q, to actually charm a target that was like 2 turrets away from me. I was mid lane, he was inner turret, and I almost charmed him. Almost did. I was off by about 1 degree, and I feel like I could have landed the charm if I had a perfect combo that didn't have any degrees off. It was aimed perfectly. I would have probably landed the charm, but that would have been it. He would have gotten uncharmed and then walked away. I don't think anything would have happened. He would have shit his pants. That's probably what would have happened. But yeah, that's it. So that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this kind of commentary on a game, and let me know what you think about how I feel about the game. Maybe you have a different aspect on some of these plays. Maybe I'm not making any sense to you. Please, I can clarify. Let me know in the comments. I can clarify some of my points a little bit better if you need to. If anything is you're losing anything, then I can help you there. One more thing before I go. Just another note. Since I did build ZZ Route Portal, if you choose to build ZZ Route Portal for your games to actually split push with that item, because that's what it's basically designed for, is split pushing, then you have to know a few things. And first off is you need to actually control the lane that you're actually wanting to control. You need to control it properly, and that means knowing when it needs to have a portal in it and when it doesn't need to have a portal in it. Like when you have supers marching down the lane, you don't need to place a portal in it again, okay? So the idea here is to net more gold by bullying the top lane, and you can see actually that I chose to place the portal right here. And I actually did it from behind Baron Pit. I was behind Baron Pit, and I just came up here behind the Krugs, and I just placed it over the wall, and then it just did its thing over the wall. And basically, what it did was it just marched out. It just marched out here to deal with these creeps, basically, and that's it. And it was just like putting pressure on this turret the whole entire time. And so these creeps are getting slow pushed. All of these creeps right here. This is like 3 waves of creeps plus this wave right here, and they're getting slow pushed towards our top lane, which would have died if that portal was not there. And fun fact, if that portal ever did disappear from this point forward, that turret is going down because there is way too many creeps here because of the slow push. This portal placement basically distracts this advancement on these creeps, which means they cluster up like this because they fight the minions that come out of the portal. So they stop to fight the minions, so they cluster up, and then they really just they build up to this point where there's just a massive creep wave, and that is an army that would really destroy you if it made it to your nexus. That would win the game, but it would definitely take this turret out. I just wanted to make that note. But the placement here is actually to slow push the top lane and also bruise the top lane to actually allow our lane to push back against the top lane, which eventually would happen. With this portal here, it's going to actually keep the enemy creeps on this side of the map and not on this side of the map. And so our ally creeps are going to be able to push up. And when they get far enough up, that's around the time that the portal starts disappearing, and that's around the time that you would change to this lane to actually get all of the farm the portal actually bullied in one spot, and then also take the objective. That's what you would do. And so that's why it's placed here, because it's basically slowly getting me the top lane objective while I'm not even there. And that's it for this video, you guys. I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of a note about the end of the mechanics of actually split pushing with a ZZ Rot portal. You can place it wherever you want. Place it in a spot that's hard to get to, though, because that's going to help you win more games. If the enemy team can't get to it easily and destroy it easily, it's going to help you win more games, and it definitely helps you get more gold. Right? I love this item. And I love games like this, where our team is just really smart, and they do everything properly, and it's just a clean win. And so we're going to wrap it up here, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.